good, huh?
This is so weird. Hi, Nathan.
Hello.
Right, we're recording.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I hope so.
Anyway.
Hello.
Right. Emma? Nathan?
Michael? Emma?
All right, so hello everyone. This is producer Nath.
Hold
I don't know
on,
what
hold
fucking
on.
camera I'm looking at because there's fucking
That one's yours.
There's so many of them.
Emma's,
Hold on.
mine, team camera.
Why you say hold on?
What are you wearing?
Oh, shut up. I'm
No,
wearing my golf
what?
gear.
In all seriousness, what are you wearing?
My
50 Shades
my
of
golf
Grey.
kit.
Why?
'Cause I'm playing golf after this.
Yeah, in about 5 hours.
No, actually not. In 2 hours.
Okay, why the cap?
Because I haven't done my hair and I'm going to wear the cap out.
But you're inside.
So?
Just me or?
No, yeah,
I'll save time. Just want me getting ready twice.
efficient.
What does
See,
everyone
I don't
think?
care what people think.
I
Yeah.
mean, you've had
I
your
mean-
nipple
Should.
out, your holes in your socks, stuff in your
I mean, I was
teeth.
just about to start this one with crusty knees, but luckily I hit the moisturiser up.
At least you're actually taking care of your crusty knees now.
So,
Yeah,
do you know
you've got
what? I
crusty
do wonder if
elbows.
there's
Oh,
any
yeah. You've
troll.
been doing your
Do you know
elbows.
what? Michael gets bullied by Emma a bit. Like, she worry about him.
Huh? No, you don't. You take the mick out of my maths all the time. I actually get ganged up on by the two of you. Bear shitting in the woods and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just that was a bit stupid that you didn't know that, but I guess you're not supposed to know everything.
Anyway, today's very exciting because we have our first in-person guest.
Yep.
Yep,
drum
scraping
roll.
the barrel.
Yeah, couldn't get anyone else, so
Yeah.
we just dragged him in.
Oh, moody.
No, there is a reason. I mean, people do keep asking and saying, "Who is that person that keeps speaking in the background?"
Who is that weird voice?
Because Nath forgets sometimes to speak into his microphone, so he just answers questions whilst looking at cameras, and it's a bit random, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, people have been asking, so they're putting a face to the voice. So
And
now
he does a
everyone
lot
knows-
for us, so we thought,
everyone knows what he looks like.
give him an appearance.
Sympathy.
Yeah.
Sympathy
Felt sorry
vote.
for him, so we thought, you know what, get him in front of the lights.
Yeah, I prefer being the other side, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a bit of a worry. What if the cameras? Imagine the cameras have stopped working. We'll never know.
Well, this one's working to red light. That one's working because I can see it's pointing at me. I can't see that one. I can't see that one. So
Hope
There's
for the
a, slight,
best.
there's a slight chance that, guess what? Mike might not feature because
What
no
a
one can
shame.
see his cameras.
What a shame.
yeah.
But yes, anyway, right, let's get to it because we do actually have a limit on this one, Nath, don't we?
Well, no, not really, but yes, sort of.
No, but yes, we have a little bit of a limit.
There's always, as long as it's not 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this is Nathan. So this is the producer who does all the camera work, setup,
Sound.
editing, and basically the creator of the podcast. We're
Mhm.
just here.
We just sit here, we turn up, sit on the sofa and chat shit.
Chat shit.
Yeah.
Whereas
I do
all
the
the hard
hard
work.
work.
Yeah.
And
Nathan
these
does
two
the hard
Muppets
Muppets.
become famous. No.
Yeah.
Famous is definitely not the word. Well, kind of famous. When we get trolled, we're famous. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Although Nathan, you got spotted in New York. Someone recognised you in the other side of the world.
Yeah, he's
I
more
did,
famous
yeah.
than
So
us.
you could be famous.
I am famous.
You are.
Yeah,
New
technically that makes you an influencer because someone come up to you on the street and said they know you and recognise your work. So
Do
that's
the
pretty
pose.
The
good.
first of many.
Do the pose. Influencer.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
I don't follow any influencers.
So yeah, I mean the crux of today is to kind of tell you how we know Nathan because me and Nathan actually go back quite a long time, don't we?
Very long time, mate.
Go on.
How long's it been? Do you reckon?
Mate, it must be 10 years. Must be.
Close to 10, isn't
Must
it?
be.
How old are we? 30.
Too
Do we
old.
want to
You're old.
divulge that information on the internet? That's it. It's staying there now.
Yeah, we're 27, aren't we? 27, 28.
What?
Yeah.
That makes me 20 then.
Yeah. Which is right.
But yeah, me and
Is there 7
Nathan
years between you.
about that. Yeah,
Wow.
something like that. Oh, fucking hell, there's another one for the trolls.
Yeah.
Sugar
I was
daddy.
going to say something that would have got
Yeah, I mean, you need to be careful.
Yeah. I won't say what I was going to say.
So how
yeah,
did you
she's-
two meet then?
We met at Virgin, wasn't it?
Yep.
So Nathan was a PT. I was actually a cleaner to start with. So I come back from travelling. Remember we told the story already?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about. I was
just
just
saying,
Yeah, I'm
Get
not going to
through this
start
in the
waffling. I was a cleaner, lifeguard, whatever. Then went up to the gym, and then Nathan was one of the other PTs, and yeah, we just kind of got on, didn't we? Kind of got on
Yeah,
pretty
man.
well. It was kind of on the same wavelength. It's kind of like keeping ourselves to ourselves.
Are you going to let Nathan
No, I-
talk or what?
Mate,
Nah,
he
it's the
waffles
mic
more
show.
than me.
Yeah, I'm going to be very careful because I can
He can talk.
You think
He's
Mike
worse
can
than
talk?
me.
You see nothing.
But anyway, I'm just gonna say, yeah, when did yeah, we met, and then we obviously started Versa, which is a clothing line. Which, if you don't know,
Yep.
don't worry about it. But we used to have a clothing line that was pretty decent. Where did that? I was trying to think the other day. Where did that idea come from?
I think you and I had talked about doing something different.
I can't remember. Was
And
it?
I don't know how, but that was what we decided.
I do. Do you remember sitting in the cafe?
I remember
and, like,
sitting in the
going
cafe lots of
through
times,
like
yeah.
Alibaba, and then do you remember what I met? I remember. Do you know
Yeah.
what image I have in my head? This actually cracks me up. Like, I remember standing at the bottom of the stairs, like all dressed up, waiting for you to come down because we were going to go over to the fucking
to
bank.
the bank. Which bank was it? Was it like a
Clydesdale.
Bank? Was it Clydesdale? Yeah.
We had
a bank meeting with a bank
jeans
manager.
and a shirt on, like to go
And
and
that
set
guy
up,
must have thought we were dickheads.
to set up a business
to be fair,
account.
we were.
I mean, we were young, weren't we? So we all got dressed up to go
25,
and
yeah.
set up a business account. I mean, you could fucking walk in there in your shorts and t-shirt and set up a business account. Probably could have done it online, but
Yeah, would it easier doing online now? Yeah.
yeah. So I just have that image in my head. It just went from
I
there.
remember
didn't
that
it?
as well. Yeah, I remember having my little wallet thing with me, little foldable thing. Yeah,
Try to look like proper
What, like a
business.
briefcase?
it was kind of like a stylish briefcase, still a briefcase. So I was still a briefcase wanker.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Nath started Versaforma, which was the like a gym wear brand, which we had for quite a long time, didn't we?
Yeah, man. Must
5
have
years
been,
nearly.
I reckon longer than that
Maybe
actually.
6 years, maybe 5 or 6, 6 years, and then got kind of fucked by COVID and kind
Various
of
things.
various
Brexit
things,
was
yeah.
unhelpful.
Brexit and COVID, and just was unable
Facebook marketing.
to power through. So yeah, I mean and then we kind of niched that off.
Mm.
Yeah, it was miserable in the end though, wasn't it?
So yeah, I've known each other for quite a long time. Been through a lot together, I'd say.
Yeah.
Ups and downs of owning your own
Bonded
business.
by pain, I
bonded
think.
by pain.
yeah, bonded by pain.
Had a similar experience with pain. And then Emma, you met Nathan. You met Nathan in the end of the Versa era, didn't you?
Yeah, I was the model when it all went downhill.
Yeah, so I think we know why.
That does make sense. Yeah, it was Emma's fault.
Emma's fault. Yeah, this is when we were scraping the barrel and we couldn't afford models, so we were like, Emma, can you come do it for free?
You did all right there, Emma.
Emma was really good.
That's
wasn't
not
she?
even a joke though.
No,
That's
Emma-
so true.
No, it wasn't actually. It was actually like you had the bum.
Yeah.
You had the bum that
Good
showed
shape,
off the leggings that we had.
Yeah,
Which you still wear. I mean, it would have been ideal if you wore it today.
mate. And also all of it's like still in like perfect condition. Like none of the
Yeah,
like
that's the
logos
annoying thing.
The stuff
faded
was
or
good.
anything.
Do you know what?
I
I
shot
still-
a YouTube yesterday. I was wearing Versa like oversized top.
I still wear it. I still wear my Versa
I
shorts
still
every
see a
day.
lot of other people wearing it as well.
I see a couple of people the other day on Instagram.
Mm.
There was a group of like 5 or 6 girls, and 2 of them were wearing Versa leggings. It's still about. Do you remember that guy I said I saw in the gym wearing our first ever?
Oh yeah, man. That is,
I saw a man
That t-shirt
in
must be
the
so
gym wearing one of our first ever t-shirts.
Really?
So that must be about 8 years old now.
Mm.
old. Yeah, at least because they were like the
Men's
the
that was like the
OG.
original OG
We had them
tops.
before. I think before we even were released. So
Yeah, that's
Before
And
mad.
we
March
saw
even.
someone in London once wearing Versa leggings,
Yeah, I
didn't we?
saw people all over. You saw people in
I saw someone in Zagreb.
Zagreb.
Yeah, wearing a t-shirt, which is pretty mad.
I mean, we did very well. I mean, I don't want to go into it too much, but we went.
It
done
was
very,
good,
We done
yeah.
very well at points, and it just didn't work out.
the problem was to make money, you have to be really doing well.
Yeah,
Like, we were
really.
doing well, and we were turning over good money, but to really,
To actually make good
Yeah.
profit.
the-
Yeah, it's hard
yeah.
in business, man, especially at that level.
Yeah, I mean the thing is when we had COVID, the shipping cost went from like 5 times higher.
Yeah, so it just
Marketing,
completely
like,
wipes you
double as
out.
expensive. Couldn't retarget when iOS 14 came in.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
pushed to the back of the queue with suppliers because
Yeah, it
of
was
bigger companies,
difficult.
obviously.
And we
Bigger
were quite lucky as well. We had some good connections, but yeah, it was hard. Yeah,
It
was
wasn't to be. But anyway, we're still friends. Business partners.
Despite everything, I don't think
we're-
we've ever had an argument. Either,
Not
you know?
really. We've always. I mean, you're
Which is
pretty chilled. To be fair,
unbelievable.
you're quite hard to have an argument with because you're so chilled.
Yeah,
You're not.
He is chill.
I'm quite.
Do you know what, actually?
not with you, but I bloody am normally.
I would say Mike is a good person to have a discussion with because
He loves a what do you call it? A debate.
nah. But
No.
if Mike and I were making a decision, it would always be we'd always discuss it through and
Yeah, we'd both discuss
Yeah.
it.
You're
pros and
very
cons.
what's the word? Like
Open-minded, maybe.
No, like is it diplomatic?
I just Yeah.
Right.
Is it?
Sort
Like,
of.
we're
Do you
just
know
going to
what I
carry on have a
mean?
conversation.
Oh, I'm just going to sit here in the corner and not talk as usual.
You can make a coffee if you
This
want.
is
Em.
worse. This is worse for you.
I'm not going to get a word in. These two, honestly, they talk so much shit. And
Get his
they,
shit as well. That's the thing.
the first thing that
Waffle.
I thought when I met Nathan and met them together is they're literally the same person, but they just look a little bit different.
Yeah,
like,
we are very
they
similar.
they go through these little obsessions together. So they was obsessed with bike riding on your bike, and then they got into golf, and then
I tried to get Mike to ride a
I'm
bike.
still into golf.
you look like an idiot. And yeah, they just go through these little like obsessions with each other, don't you?
Only one or two. I mean, we were joint quite with each other every single day for 5-6 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like every single day, like morning texts, evening texts, I mean, it'd be like
constant.
50 messages a day. Yeah, but you build a bond with someone when you're that
What we were
with
like,
each other.
Yeah, super involved. I mean, not just from life, because of work and
Like
everything
if I didn't hear from Nathan for like 12 hours, I'd be like, "Are you all right? Just haven't heard from you today." Yeah, mate.
It was a bit like that.
It was a bit like that. It was
If
like
you had
weird.
it, like I was a bit worried. Like one time, Mike was he'd obviously gone out the night before. I hadn't heard from him the next day. I hadn't heard from him the next day either. And I text Dean. Dean's his brother, and Dean was like, "No, I haven't heard from him in a few days." I was like, "Oh fucking hell!" I know what Mike's like. Night out. So I knocked on the door. He comes down in his pants and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Mate, I had about 20.
I was so glad he was still
missed
alive.
calls. No, my phone died, and I didn't have a charger or something, and I
Was this when we was talking?
nah.
There was
No,
a time
that
when
was
you
my
went
battery.
missing.
That's when my phone
Does this a lot?
He does this a lot.
my phone. No, I remember that because I messaged you off Ricky's phone, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was quite nice. I went onto Ricky's phone and messaged you on Instagram.
Yeah, because we was both out and we
Yeah,
were
I was
meeting.
just trying to get- just trying to get you
I was
over.
worried sick, mate.
Mate, no, I was just laying on the couch, and next thing, all I hear is like the door going, banging. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And next thing I know, he's downstairs, bloody like everyone's worried about you. And I look at my phone, there's about 30 missed calls from Sam, from Dean,
Yeah.
from you. Everyone thinks I'm dead. I'm like, man, I'm just hungover. I don't cope well.
It was a 2-day hangover though.
Well, I
thought
think
I'd
it
give you
was more
24-hour
like
grace
I had a
period.
day hungover, and I didn't communicate with anyone because you know what you like sometimes. I'm quite bad. And then the day after that, I think my battery died and I just couldn't be able to charge it. So that was the reason.
Doesn't happen anymore now.
Doesn't happen
though,
anymore,
does it?
mate. 'Cause I've got a dog, got responsibilities.
Oh, I
You're
thought
dad
it was
now.
going to be because of me.
But yeah, so yeah, me and Nathan were bonded by the clothing line that we set up. Then we set up a little sweet thing in COVID to kind of
Yeah.
because we kind of we were doing both
We
of
had
them,
nothing
weren't
else
we?
to do, really.
We had nothing else to do and just like starting up business. So we started that up, and I mean that did okay. It ticked
Did all
over,
right.
but
Did
it was
work to start off with. It
it
was
started off
absolutely
really
mental.
really well, and it was
And then people thought, well, maybe I shouldn't be so fat.
yeah, should we eat all these sweets.
Which is fair enough.
So yeah, by the way, I was a coach selling sweets.
Awkward.
No, not really. Why should you?
Mate, it was
not?
unreal. We had like a whole sweet factory in
It
the
was
spare
sweet
room.
then. It was like, I mean, as long as you
Here
do
we
it
had a
in,
sweet den.
doing
Yeah.
it, not over consuming, it's fine. Yeah, and then when my coaching started picking up and Nath's photography started picking up, we didn't really have the time, did we, to give to it.
an
So it
absolute
was better
nightmare.
off just getting rid. And now, yeah, I coach. Nathan is a photographer, and we're still quite joint because he does all the podcasting, does all my content, does a bit of Emma's content. So yeah, still speak to you most days.
Yeah, every day.
Still
I
joined
reckon.
at the
Yeah,
hip.
I
trying to,
honestly
trying to
think
drag
every
him
day.
back out to the golf course, but I'm not having much luck with that. at the
Yeah,
moment.
soon. We'll wait for it to get a bit sunnier.
I mean, it's
I'm a
actually
fair
really,
weather
it's
golfer.
actually really sunny now.
It is sunny
Which is
today,
actually
yeah.
why I've got the cap on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's sunny outside and you're inside.
Emma, I told you.
You could get a real glare off these. you know?
Yeah, I
they
mean,
are
they're quite
quite
bright. It's because I thought, you know what, we're doing quite a long episode today. I thought, I'm not going to get ready twice because I don't like to waste time. So I'm just going to get ready once. Does that not make sense to you?
No.
Why?
Because it doesn't.
You might as well just get ready once. So now when this podcast is done, we can put stuff away and I can just go. I don't have to go and get ready again.
Okay. Okay, pro golfer Mike. So
Definitely
Nathan,
not a pro. but
tell us.
I'm on the way.
Tell us about your work that you do.
My work is quite varied
Mm.
because I do a lot of photography and videography. So this week, for example, I had a photo shoot yesterday, portraits. This morning, I filmed a house. I'm now doing the podcast.
Hi.
Tomorrow, editing. Thursday, podcast again. Friday, editing. Saturday, I'm shooting a B-roll for someone. So
Be real.
eh?
Be real.
No, B-roll.
B-roll. What's
So
a
like,
B-roll?
You know, like A-roll and B-roll. A-roll, you get like talking heads in the main event, but then the B-roll's like to keep it interesting and
Ooh.
engaging. So I'm filming B-roll so that the video that the guy has filmed himself of him talking is more interesting.
Yeah.
Right. And which is your favourite job to do? I'll make you chicken wings.
Yeah.
Chicken wings
think
are
about your
a good
answer.
selling point. Yeah. No, the podcast's good fun because obviously I get to see you guys.
Get your chicken wings. Get your coffee.
The housings one's fun. Yeah, coffee. Yeah, I like coffee and chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the housing one's not as fun because I'm usually on my own. But Saturday will be fine because it'll be with a friend and we're shooting some stuff. Next Saturday I'm shooting your thing as well, actually, aren't I?
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
your photo shoot.
I was meant to remind you about that. You're
It's in
coming to my
diary,
photo
don't you
shoot.
worry. 7 a.m, isn't it? Or 7:30?
Yep.
It's in
What
the
about?
diary.
Oh yeah, you did my behind the scenes one as well.
Yeah,
what,
and I do weddings as well.
You do weddings.
Filming, starting to video them now as well.
Do you like the drone work? You do a bit of drone work as well.
Drone this morning, yeah. Drone work is quite fun, but like this morning the house was massive house, and it was just so many trees. It's like dicing with death. I have totaled a drone in a tree.
Yeah.
It's like is it like a bird? No, like flying a bird.
You must have seen
Yeah,
one.
but like you could crash it.
Yeah, you could crash it, but it
Yeah.
hovers. No, it
It
hovers.
Or is it?
hovers, yeah.
Oh,
But this new one is good, so I can hover it. If it breezy, it will kind of just stay where it is. The last one, I was discussing the shot with someone, and then it sort of just drifted into the tree, and then it went,
oh,
and then flipped over and just smashed into the concrete.
I'm broke.
Oh, completely broke. Yeah, so
And
that
they're
was a
probably expensive.
£1,500.
How cool would it be to take a drone on like holiday with you and stuff?
Yeah,
though?
you
like
get so many good shots.
like
I
on the
need to get like
beach.
one of those little mini ones you can pack away with you.
yeah, can we borrow
Is yours
it?
quite big?
It's not massive, but it's quite big. It's like a bit awkward to take away. So when I've been traveling recently, I've been traveling with a lighter load, so I wouldn't take the drone as well. And also, like for example, New York, you can't fly a drone in New York.
No. I mean,
Not
if you're
unless you wanna
selective
get
with the
arrested.
areas that you fly, I guess.
Yeah, so but if you're going like mountains or beachy holidays and stuff like that, then obviously there's way less restrictions. But cities, there's like no
Yeah,
fly zones.
no
Even
flies.
London, I've never flown the drone in London.
Do people do them in London? You taking a risk.
You can't really because got London City Airport, Heathrow's a bit far out, but there's another one as well. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Stansted up there? Yeah, it might be
Stansted's
Stansted.
around there. Yeah, London City.
Yeah, so
Gatwick's
basically,
not exactly too far away.
there's
is it?
like Gatwick's too far out, but you get no fly zones. So if I was shooting houses around here, I'd have to be really careful with Gatwick.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is annoying. But I mean, I know people that have flown the drone in London, but I don't think you're supposed
Bit
to.
I mean, you get
dodge.
caught. What happens if you get caught?
I should know this, seeing as I have a license, and they tell you.
It must be quite serious if you did it like. Do you remember there was that?
Yeah,
there
the
was
Gatwick thing.
I
the
was gonna
Gatwick
say
thing.
that.
Did they ever get caught? They
Yeah,
never
they
got
did.
caught.
No, but I think they actually realised that it wasn't a drone. They fucked up.
Oh really?
I think they thought it was birds.
Because someone got done for it and then sued Thingy and got loads of money from it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, some man and woman. I'm sure they got accused of it and then arrested and then sued the police or whoever because obviously, mate, you're getting arrested and dragged out your house and that. It's embarrassing for something you haven't done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how.
And
it
I think
works,
they
but-
got some money out of it or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever found out who it was. I'm pretty sure they.
'Cause it kept coming and going, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was birds. I think they realised they fucked up.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, they
Surely
closed the
I
airport.
guess surely you should know the difference, but I guess maybe not. It's just going to come up on a radar, isn't it? That
Well,
something's in the air flying around.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the drone has like electric. I don't know, some sort of way of indicating that. Like when I'm flying the drone, and if I'm close to an airport but out of the fly zone, then sometimes a flight will come over and it will tell me that there's a flight coming. So even if it's like not just a big, like a proper flight, but like a twin engine thing, it will tell me on the
What if it was like a flock of birds?
flock of birds. No,
No.
It's just a bird.
But the birds could wipe your drone out.
Birds, mate, hate the drone. When I'm shooting in Brighton, it's a nightmare because the birds do that towards the drone and then away.
As in, what do you mean that towards?
As in they fly towards the drone as
oh,
if
and
they're
then
threatened
get
by
panicked.
it, and then they fly away. So there's loads of clips where there's like birds flying towards the drone. It's just quite cool, to be fair.
Okay, let's go back to what you do. What is your favorite? If you could pick one thing that you did as a daily thing, so it wasn't varied, you can only do one thing, whether it was like podcasting or weddings or thing. What would you select? What would your niche be? Something
I haven't done yet, which I really want to do, is do like higher end, quite like edgy, urban-y portraits with people. And that's kind of like my next step, what I'll do. I like doing weddings, but I wouldn't want to do tons and tons of weddings because they're a lot of work, which is fine. But I feel
tedious.
It's not tedious. I really enjoy the weddings and I enjoy editing them actually, but I feel that it would become tedious if you did loads.
Yeah.
I like to vary what I do so it's not too monotonous. I think it keeps you sharp.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you kind of just get set in your ways and then it's a bit boring.
Okay.
But yeah, so something I haven't done is portraits. Because I do lots of street photography, that would work nicely into that. It would be
how's that? What's that like? You'd take pictures of people.
No, but you would. So, for example, you'd get a model and you would do like social. You know, like models have like social media content, like create that sort of stuff. Really, the thing that I like doing the most is creating social media content for people. Because obviously my background through Versa was social media stuff. So even when I'm doing and actually companies don't utilize this. I tell them all the time that I know my way around social media. I can tell you how to optimize your social media for getting better views or just creating better engaging content, and people just aren't, for some reason, aren't that interested.
It's a free tool basically, obviously.
Yeah, because I can create, like, convert things into reels, for example, which is get a much better reach on Instagram, but people are just don't optimize.
They don't care.
It's just everyone tries to like cut corners in terms of cost, which is fair enough. I get that. But for a bit more, you could have two types of content: one for social media, one for websites and whatever it might be.
No.
And it is a bit annoying. And also the thing that annoys me the most, and everyone does it, when you do.
Do we do it?
Yeah, you've done it. No. You, Mike's definitely done it before. But when I create the content for people, like I've cropped it all. So it's 4x5, optimized for posting pictures on social media, 9x16 for like stories. And some people will post it just as a square.
And I'm like, definitely do that.
I'm like, why would you do that? Just take up as much real estate as you can. And it just annoys me.
But is it, do you have to press something to do it?
No, it should just come up. It comes up now. It never used to.
Oh, I just
like, you know,
I
big,
just load
big
it and post
Dave,
it. Yeah,
mate.
Is he the worst?
Oh, he's just the dumbest kid. Love you, Dave, if you're watching.
Well, when you're that good looking, you don't fucking matter you post on your Instagram, does it?
Nah, no, he is. Yeah, he's good looking. Yeah, very good looking. But he, the amount of times I said to him, "What are you doing?" I put that on there so it's set perfectly for you, and he's just completely fucked it.
Do I do it a lot?
Nah, you haven't done it.
I don't do many pictures.
To be fair, you don't do pictures.
Well,
I've taken some great pictures and you never even use them.
No, I've still got so many in my.
I actually have quite a lot that I need to reuse as well.
Just use
reels.
Just do reels, and
the problem is with Instagram, you have this thing where they've basically just try and copy everyone. They always have done it, but like so was it Snapchat and then they created stories and now Instagram and TikTok. TikTok. Yeah, now they copy TikTok. Like you can. Like, for example, I have like 3,500 followers. I don't have loads of followers on there. If I post a picture and I get quite good interaction on my pictures, like I might get like 500 or 600 people to see it, which is, and like 300 people of those might interact. So you get like 50% of the people that see it interact. And then I might, but that's it. I'm limited out. Whereas if I post a reel, I could get hundreds of thousands.
Well, so your friend who posted that
like
reel.
Yeah, mate. Now the thing is, where he posted a reel, and it's quite cool, isn't it?
Reel.
It's cool. Like but it's very simple. It's just a picture of.
It's like a slow moving picture, isn't it?
No, it's a video, but it's in New York and it's got taxis going through.
Yeah, so it's like a still video.
Yeah. It's nothing really special. It's like 7 seconds long or something.
It does look cool.
Anyway, it started off. It got like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views, which is kind of standard for like his amount of following and stuff that he had, about 1,000. hit about 1,000, and then for stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he was like, "Oh shit, it's got like 40,000 or 28,000 or something." And then he said, next thing you know, it's got 700,000, and then 1 million, now 2 million. And I've just looked the other day, 4 million people viewed it. He's gone from 1,500 followers to he's just under 30K,
Which is mental for someone.
In a week. A space of 2 weeks probably.
Wow.
But the thing is, because that reel did well, everyone went onto his page and watched his other reels, and now all his other reels are doing well as well.
That's what happened with Max.
Yeah.
Max hit 2 million.
Momentum.
And then all his other ones have gone up even more, and he's actually done really well.
Yeah, it's mad though, because I mean, like for Max, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, does it? But
he's really proud of himself.
No, we got free stuff.
Look at him. He's
Someone did
life.
message saying that we could bloody have fucking family and friends discounts.
Yeah, but it's actually quite cute.
The actual stuff's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
no, is that the portrait?
They do like a portrait of your dog.
Okay.
I mean, it's a smart message because we definitely have looked, and the portraits do look quite cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to get one.
Yeah, there
Obviously.
you go. All they've done is reached out and sent a message.
Yeah.
Portraits like what though?
Yeah, I have to show you.
Look,
It's
I'll
quite
show
cool.
you. They're just quite cool, and I'm getting 35% off, and it can't be that much for a
It'd
bloody
be like
portrait.
10 grand.
So
I need to see.
Let me find it. And then I had another
Do you mean
one.
like a photo portrait? Something that
I
I
don't
could
bloody
do?
know.
It's like a
No,
print.
It's like a print.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So they're like this. Hold on.
Okay.
It's
What's the
like-
time limit, girl?
That.
What is the time?
That's quite cool.
Oh yeah, that is quite cool.
So I think
Put that in
I'm
my
gonna
office.
get one. No, it's mine.
These mics are gonna go. These cameras are gonna go out in a second. We're already at half an hour.
Oh wow.
Anyway, so
I think we haven't really covered anything.
Yeah,
yet.
I was going to ask another question.
Go and ask
Why
a
don't
question.
would
I
you
might
wanna
just need to sort the cameras out in a second. Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, because we've been talking about social media and content and stuff like that, for anyone listening, what advice would you give to people trying to like build their social media or like build a business on social media with like content and stuff?
So I think with social media, there's two ways to look at it.
Mm.
The first way, which I recommend most people look at it, is post whatever you want and just enjoy it, and don't be stressed about the numbers because you don't get much interaction these days. It is a bit of a swamp of crap, to be honest with you. If you desperately want to get interaction, you're just going to have to do short form videos. And
So like reels and
the
stuff.
reels, yeah, basically post reels and TikTok. And I'd cover as much social media as you can. So like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts now. I would use them all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I always think long form content will create you a stronger audience of people. So like you guys with your podcast, obviously you've only just started it, but if you do it for 6 months to a year, you'll start to build a real core of sort of fans. I know that's maybe not the right word, but
Just a strong following of people that
Yeah.
actually like you and
Enjoy
like
it.
what you
Exactly.
talk about.
and those people are way more valuable. If you had 50,000 followers on or subscribers on YouTube, it would be better than having 1 million on Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah. No, that
In my
definitely makes
opinion.
sense.
Yeah.
But you need the short form content to push people towards the long
Towards the
form.
long content.
Yeah, because the short form's a bit more engaging, isn't it? Because it's just a quick video that you
It's
can
just
watch.
easier. People's
Doesn't take
attention
time.
span is absolutely terrible. I think these cameras have gone off, so let me quickly just adjust
Yeah,
those.
you adjust them.
Do we carry on talking? So we're still filming. It's quite funny though. But this is what happens in podcasts when you've only got a one man band that
Yeah.
needs to make sure that everything is working.
And when you use
correctly.
them as a guest.
Yeah. So Emma, how are you
So,
doing?
Michael, are you going to take the hat off
Anyway.
yet?
No, I'm not Emma.
Why not?
'Cause I'm playing golf soon.
You're back.
I'm back,
He's
baby.
You're back. Well, I think
so
that
yeah,
was
where
very,
was we at? We was at Nathan saying that about content.
Yeah.
So
You just got to be consistent as well.
consistency, you'll be relentless. You need to try and think outside the box a little bit.
Haven't you?
Obviously, use trending things like trending music. Stupid, like if you're on TikTok and you want to dance or whatever, then use dances that trend. Do you remember like the?
I used to do them in lockdown. I used to stand in my
Oh, did
bedroom
you?
and do them, but I'd never post them. I'd just save them for myself.
Oh, you still got
But I
them?
used
So
to
you
do
could
all
have
the,
posted them. You
I'm
could
a
have been
savage.
famous.
Have you still got them?
Oh my god, yes.
Ratchet.
We
Have you
need
still
to
got them
see them.
saved?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I need to see
Oh, I'm
some.
gonna keep them to myself. I
them
love
in.
a good TikTok dance, even when I
Yeah, but
don't
you
do
can
them.
actually
I
No,
dance as well.
She can dance, but she never lets me watch her dance. But
Go
she
on
goes
then.
into the office to do her choreography for a dance school, and every time I try and like be really quiet and poke my head in, she just stops. Won't let me see
Because
her
I
do
get
it.
Give us a sneak
embarrassed.
peek.
No,
She won't do it.
no.
Yeah, I guess, and be like you said at the start, be real, be yourself, and it is quite important these days. I think.
100%. So even with long form content, like being polished is great, but I mean, being a little bit more real, and if something goes wrong, like for example, it's better for us to leave the changing the cameras in because it's real. It gives it a much more personal feel.
I've actually had quite a lot of feedback from the podcast and people saying they really like how me and Emma like come across and how like essentially how real it is. I think that's more relatable, isn't it? I mean,
It is more
obviously
relatable.
Instagram and stuff so polished, and it's such a place where everyone puts the perfect stuff on there that's not a representation of actually their life or
I mean, no one's life
anything.
is perfect, is it?
No,
That's
it's a highlight reel. It's a highlight reel.
It's a highlight
That's the thing.
reel.
So you can't see the not the bad. I mean, you're not going to post all the bad shit that's going on, but you just want to be. You just want to
No,
be
but do
real.
you remember what Ed Sheeran said? He feels sorry for people that post selfies. Now, obviously, that's quite a blanket statement, but he said it's almost like a cry for help, like you're looking for attention. Now, I'm sure that's not the case for everyone.
No,
Yeah.
For loads of people,
it
all they're
is.
looking for is their mates to go, "Oh, babe, you look beautiful." Or,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
or like some guys to go, "Oh, oh, babe, you're well fit." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then,
or
and
just
then
a
it works
little
the same
like.
way for guys. Like, I don't know whether you're training for something and you're in good shape, like you post because you want that positive reinforcement, which is a bit sad, really. But that's kind of is that what you do?
No. Oh, I of course, if I put some training pictures on there, but I look at it more for me as it's an inspiration to people that I potentially want to coach. So it depends why you're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
As a personal trainer or an online coach or whatever, you need to be aspirational. You can't just imagine you're a PT and you're a fat bastard and you don't train and you don't eat properly. Like, no one's going to train. No, but the
bro, you need to slow down. You told me I was looking slim this morning.
You do.
You said I lost weight.
But I don't know if it's the hat that's doing that. I'm joking. That was really harsh. Carry on.
Sorry, Emma, you interrupted me.
Oh wow. It's all right for her to do it though, isn't it?
Told you they gang up on me.
Yeah, you're fine.
When that's the social media is a little bit like that, isn't it? It is a bit of a cesspit. So
Well, I used to do that before I became an online coach. I used to just have Instagram just because everyone else had it, and I used to post pictures, obviously looking to get the likes. Like sometimes I'd delete a picture because I didn't get very many likes on it. But now that I use it for like business, I do obviously post a few. You have to post your real life as well. I post like a lot of like normal life stuff, but I don't really look at the likes or care about the likes anymore. I just kind of post stuff to get it out there.
If that's what you want to do it. We're not gonna sit here and say, oh, you're a loser if you want to post pictures of your fucking self or show people your Rolex or whatever that people like to do, because it's do what you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
What I would say is people that are looking at these pictures, you need to kind of look at them with an open mind. Because a lot of people look at people and go, oh, he's got a Rolex, he's always out at these nice bars, and he's got this. You don't know the story behind it. He could have a credit card that's racked up to his eyeballs. He could be living at home with his parents and stuff and not paying any rent. He could be, you don't know people's lives. You need to kind of just let people crack on and think about yourself and try and build your own.
That just made a noise.
Thing.
Oh, that one might not be going. That'd be slightly problematic. I think I don't know.
Just take everything with a pinch of salt. I mean, we rarely post the bad parts of our life, do we? We post majority of the good stuff. I'm not going to go out there and I mean, you don't. People are probably not going to post as much bad stuff, but it's just kind of trying to be real and not look into other people's lives as much as some people may do, because you don't know the story behind it. Yeah, that person might be very successful and doing well, but there's a lot of people that are not successful, and or people have worked really hard to get to where they've been, and it's been a really long time, and maybe they just want to celebrate where they are.
I've got a really good friend. I'm not going to say any names. I've got a really good friend who, mate, I've kind of been with him the last like 3-4 years, and he's gonna have a very good life. I reckon. I just know in the next couple of years he's gonna have a very fucking good life. But people don't know the story behind it. Like there's gonna be a good 5-year slog where he has sacrificed absolutely everything, and worked like endlessly, and he's going to be very successful, and I know he's going to be successful, and he already is. Like I spoke to you about, you know what I'm talking about. He's had a very, very successful couple of weeks. Then me and him did have a little bet if he did submit a few things that he needed to submit, that we were going to go away, and we are actually going on holiday
I didn't get an invite
to Romania, out of all places. But that was because he's absolutely just smashed what he's set out to do, and I mean the future looks extremely, extremely bright for him. So but yeah, he's going to be a story of you didn't see the 5 years of, or even longer, of absolute slavery. The sacrifice is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that anyway. I mean, we've got camera issues.
What's happening, Nath?
We've got cameras running out of battery.
This is what happens when you take your producer out of the producer role.
This is what happens here when you take your producer out of action. This shows why you need a producer.
Yeah, this is why we need you, Nath.
I said to Nath before, I was like, just leave the cameras there, mate. You can just go